Alizé, what do you need? What the fuck? Well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. I think so too. I think so too. Ow. Beep beep boop. Sorry. You are returned from the council? But what of Alphino? Did some other matter require his attention? My apologies, friends. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Kryl, how's Nago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you would share with us the Council's decision? Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzea alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial cop between the Resistance and the Alliance. Ida, you cannot seriously. One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Why, to open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there were some way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon this reckless course. May not be entirely unfeasible. Oh boy, it's Meadow. Hello. There is a network of tunnels beneath Baelsar's wall, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo. How you doing, Buster? I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. But as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want, I'm coming to. Shut up, bitch. This is Gage. I don't believe it. Then again, I think you're the only one that will call me Buster. I may have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine. It has been far too long since I have shared a shadow with a shinobi. I do not intend to waste the opportunity. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kryl and I will direct our energies elsewhere. Whatever you live yours. Fine. I'll return to the East Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worst, it would seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany me, Ceres? Gridania will be safer for your presence, and while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on? To hold the fort, you mean? Very well, I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. Yay, hopefully we don't go to war with the Empire. No, Zelda's blonde. Close enough, though. If you have any unfinished business in the toll, pray attend to it now. I will depart for Hawthorne Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Baelsar's wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. At the Alliance commanders, Black Shroud. Alright, dragon, let's go. That mount looks so sick. Turns into like a jet when it flies, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's down here. Is it? This one then. Oh, Judgment Bolt. Ah, Ceres, there you are. Come. Amarise? Amarise Spires awaits? The Alliance offers on the platform should be able to appraise us of any developments on the wall. At the wall. Fancy meeting the two of you here. We were about to set forth. Indeed, I was about to say 12 watch over you, but I thought you have need of divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Don't worry, Alphino, we'll have the griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. Do make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago you seemed ready to shake the griffin by the hand rather than the neck. Which is it to be? It'll be best to decide before we enter into negotiations. Trust me, Papalimo, I'll shake whatever needs shaken. Oh, the talking part I leave to you. I think I feel a headache coming on. Let's be on our way, shall we? Some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our alliance friends would doubtless have news for us. Sure, let's go. I'm actually gonna go into like new area. Well, the new area for me. No, I'm not. Wow. What news? Ooh, who is this one? Ooh. Oh, I had this armor before. I didn't like how it looked. It was too blue for me. Taxwoman Tattersail. Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume you are here to speak with our commanding officers? You'll find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed. Let's go! Pippin! Greetings, my friends. It's good to see you both well. I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half the watch here, see, and instead of you might help him remind why we were bothered. Is this the cute girl? Yeah, it is. Riki. Memory serves, I have not seen many of you since the day of the Grand Melee. Even borne the brunt of your blows, may I say what an honor it is to stand at your side. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? All has been quiet. It hasn't been quiet for that long, I guess. Fire, oh my god. Report. What? 7 hells fighting has broke out on top of the wall? A full-scale assault? So the griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Impossible, we gave no such order. They're impersonating us. Of course, the wall was never the griffin target, it was bait. We have been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to this deception. If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. There's coming a war. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for Griffin's supporters to slip into Alamago. He could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace, which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Therefore, we must wake for the wall at once. Make for the wall at once. What? Just the two of you? Yeah, why not? My companions embarked on a mission to sway the griffin from his course, and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the griffin. And if we could do that... Lady Hilda, might I ask, do you have an airship ready to bear the Scions to safety? I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. That ain't right. Oh God. Forward, comrades! The time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free, no matter the cost. No matter the cost, huh? Brr. Coffin now. Oh my. At the wall? From what Papa Limo told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have two objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straightaways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades as they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course if there were any other way, but the time for subtlety is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through to the Griffin. Make him see reason by any means that's necessary. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste. And if everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us away to safety. Only pray that we have enough time. Dungeon unlocked? Baelsar's Wall. Alrighty then. Sign. Oh. Oh my God. Fuck. Brown, brown, brown. I think that big thing was aggroing the tank. Jesus Christ, that's 3k damage. Ooh, I like how it's a version of Gridania's music. fuck, did he heal? Freaking aggro. First boss. I'll like some heroes, good sir. What is that? I clear my throat. Look at all these enemies. Oh god. I didn't do that. I didn't do my control for it. Oh god. Oh god. We did it. Oh no. Hey. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Hey, Zuchi. Fuck. Oh my god. What was that? Oh god, I'm stunned. Oh damn it. It fucking aimed at me. Oh shit. Oh my god, so many enemies right there. Fuck. Oh god. Bum, 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 bum. Look at this place. Holy shit. Came out the fucking woodwork. What did I get in that? The Griffin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fighting? Oh.
How'd you like this?
Yep, I knew it was Ilberd.
Sloppy. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now. Yeah. How'd you like this? Yeah! Sloppy. Yeah. 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 Sloppy.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now. Yeah. How'd you like this?
Fuck.
Yeah!
You got it.
Sloppy.
I knew it was Ilberd. Getting a lot of stuff.
You've beaten me, aye. But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
did it! We showed the bastards!
Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea. They die that others may live.
This fucker. Of all these fuckers.
Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
Oh my god.
There's nowhere to run. We're cut off.
Gods help us! What were we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful. Mighty Rolger, grant us the strength to crush our...
Don't tell me I don't actually summon it because they all died also.
There you are. As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Ilbird, I should have known. This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand? You truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Al Amigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power.
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
What? Here? Now?
Like hells you will!
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
God. Jesus.
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Timtimati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalimo! I know how that spell works! It is time to leave!
right. Quickly now, off you go. The further away, the better.
No! If you're staying, then so am I.
No, Ida. There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here. Not like this. Take her! Please, you have to take her!
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
Oh, what the fuck? What do I pick? Should I trust him or should I stay with him? Oh my god, what the fuck? I didn't think I had to choose. Oh my god. I think I just have to leave him. Because if I die too, then what will stop it?
Hilda! I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
Damn, what the fuck? You guys think it would have forced me this way either way? Or forced me out? Why? I think they let me stay. Papalibo was my friend. I should have been there with him. I could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing, what had to be done. Master Louisoix wore that same look right before the end. You think I don't know that? I know, alright, I know. There's nothing more you could have done. Nobody caught us all off guard. Even Ceres was powerless to stop him. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise that you will never forget what Papalimo strove to protect, or the lessons he tried to teach you. Don't speak to me. Leave it with me. Go on. Go back to the Rising Stones. Leaders need to know what happened here. Another brick. Oh my god, it's up there. Jeez. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. But Thancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and appraise our companions of all of us. Pray make your way there at once. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others of our imminent return. Would see me bring ill tidings, brother. Aye, behind the griffin's mask we found the grinning face of an old adversary, Elbert. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. By the 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's ether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was ever a last resort, as I am certain Papalymo was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I have as yet been unable to explain how Ilbert came to possess Nidhogg's eyes. The depths of the sea of clouds, a perpetual storm of water, and wind aspected ether rages, no mortal could have endured such conditions. Then mayhap it was the work of an Ascian. But now is not the time for idle speculation. Kral, I need of your assistance. Yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal we're trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about it then. What, without so much as a by your leave? Pray forgive Archon Y'shtola her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. A desire to comfort Ida doubtless compoundeth her unseemly haste. I too must contend with this grievous loss in mine own way. By thy leave, Lady Alisaie, I shall honor our fallen colleague through gainful study. There exist writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalymo's sacrifice. Quite. We must begin preparations to face Ilbert's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at too dear a price for us to squander it. What song did I get this time? Who's Out Forever? Forever lost. Another song. Ceres, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Shroud remains largely unchanged, meaning we still have no idea how long it will be before communication from the Alliance. One moment. Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. My thanks. Word from Gridania. The council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. They wish to discuss the primal, of course? As of Yashtola's last report, the cocoon yet hung above the wall, unchanged. Yes, but the Elder Seedseer doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain so. I am told that Sid Garland has been called in to add his expertise to proceedings. Wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well then, I suggest we leave the Rising Stones into Taru's capable hands and make haste for the Lotus Den. Man from the east.
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay. Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Eh? Yes? You're in Eorzea?
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
Quite the loud fellow, isn't he?
Though, 'twould perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
He fucking
Good God, man. Are you alright?
he fucking passed out. Hey, look.
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
All right, I guess. Gridania again. Gridania. Thunderers. Welcome, Warrior of Light. This way, if you please. Hello, everyone.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Baelsar's wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon, of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment. Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
What in the hells are you doing here?
Is it Nero?
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
Who is this man?
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend. As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Wants us to use Omega? Fucking grin.
Omega? That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanow since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
Yes, he does.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have it, I'm graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
Yeah, but what do you get out of it?
And what, you just expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years studying side by side at the Academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I. But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame? Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartano while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
This villain? I mean, what else can we do? I think I'll trust him yet, because I don't know what he wants with it after.
As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice.
So make sure he doesn't try to run off with it.
Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Yes. The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. It would seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Cartano and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Cartano being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
He looks scared. He's like, oh, God.
My blade is yours.
Oh, come on.
Not a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
God damn it. Well, that was a rather unexpected development, one which raises a number of questions, not least among them how Nero chanced to learn of the council meeting in the first place. How did he know?